Over time, many men feel their bodies slowing down. Firmness is no longer the same. Energy disappears without warning, and intimate silence becomes more and more frequent. It's not a disease. It's the direct effect of a lack of stimulation. When the male body no longer receives signs that it still needs to function, it simply begins to shut down. That's why masturbation in old age saves lives, because it keeps alive a function that the body was about to abandon. And most importantly, it's not just about isolated pleasure, it's about health, prevention, and dignity. My name is Dr. Laura. I'm a urologist, and in this video, I'm going to show you what really happens when a man stops stimulating himself, and why regular, intimate stimulation is just as important as any other form of self-care. It doesn't matter if you're alone, widowed, or not interested in a relationship at the moment. Your body is still here, waiting for a chance to function well, and you can still offer that to it. Before continuing, take a moment to check if you're already subscribed to the channel. Here, we speak clearly and respectfully about men's intimate health, especially for those who want to keep the body active and vitality present, even as the years go by. If you've noticed any change in your firmness or energy, write "respond" in the comments. If everything is still fine, but you want to maintain that control longer, write "prevent." Your participation helps strengthen this space of care and information. When the body stops receiving regular, intimate stimulation, something begins to change inside, and these changes are not always immediately visible. The musculature of the intimate region works just like any other muscle group in the body. Without use, it loses strength. And that loss directly affects circulation. Blood, which used to flow easily to create firmness and keep the organ healthy, starts to circulate less intensely. Little by little, the tissue receives less oxygen, and this impacts the vitality of the region. This drop in stimulation also reduces the frequency of spontaneous erections, such as nighttime and morning ones, which are natural signs that everything is working well. When these reactions disappear, the body enters a state of inactivity that weakens the system. It's like not walking for a long time and expecting your legs to respond firmly the day you decide to run. They won't respond. In addition, the absence of continuous stimulation can affect hormonal balance. Testosterone production tends to decrease, and the body starts to operate at a slower pace. Energy drops, mood swings, and self-confidence begins to suffer. And interestingly, in many cases, there is no illness involved. It's just the effect of time combined with disuse. The body understands that it no longer needs that function and slowly starts turning off the systems responsible for it. Masturbation is, for many older men, one of the most accessible and effective ways to keep the body active. Even without a partner, it promotes important stimuli that preserve essential physical functions. During the practice, blood flow increases in the intimate region, favoring tissue oxygenation and preventing the organ from entering a state of prolonged inactivity. It's like the body gets a reminder, we're still working. In addition, there's a neuromuscular activation that keeps the nervous system's response circuits alive. This is essential for the brain to continue recognizing signals of arousal and send the correct commands to the body. Without this regular maintenance, those connections can weaken over time. Frequent stimulation helps maintain sensitivity and responsiveness. Another important point is that masturbation allows a man to better understand his responses, notice changes, and observe how his body reacts as the years go by. This contributes to self-esteem, generates a sense of control, and reduces insecurity. At a stage of life when many feel forgotten or out of place, maintaining an intimate routine, even if solitary, can be a way to reinforce self-care, dignity, and well-being. During intimate stimulation, the body releases substances that go far beyond momentary pleasure. Among them are dopamine, oxytocin, and endorphins, chemical messengers that act directly on emotional balance, well-being, and even sleep quality. These substances help reduce built-up tension, improve mood, and create a sense of mental lightness that many men stop experiencing as the years go by. This effect has a direct impact on health. When the body goes through this kind of activation, there's a natural regulation of the nervous system, which helps manage anxiety levels and even symptoms of irritability. For those living with solitude or coping with loss, this moment of intimate stimulation can become a therapeutic pause, a quiet but profound relief. In addition, this activation promotes a kind of relaxation that improves sleep. Many men report that after this type of stimulation, they fall asleep more easily and wake up with more energy. At stages in life when rest is no longer so consistent, that benefit makes a difference. This is a natural effect that doesn't require medication and can be achieved safely. Intimate stimulation, when done in moderation, has the potential to restore, calm, and strengthen the mind, just as much as the body. If you're committed to keeping your intimate health up to date and want to better understand how your body can keep functioning well even after 60, I've prepared exclusive material to guide you through this process. In my digital book, Rediscovering Intimacy, Healthy Sexuality After 60, you'll find practical guidance on how to stimulate your body safely, preserve your potency, and reclaim pleasure with balance and awareness. It's a direct, no-nonsense guide, designed for men who want to live with more autonomy, energy, and connection with their own bodies, even in moments of silence or solitude. To access it, just click the link in the first pinned comment. Taking care starts with that step. Easy access to adult content, combined with the social isolation many men face as the years go by, can turn a healthy habit into something excessive. When masturbation stops being an act of self-care and happens several times a day, always with intense visual stimuli, the effect can be the opposite of what was intended. The body gets used to exaggerated stimuli and, as a result, natural reactions begin to fade. The brain creates an association between pleasure and fast, intense, artificial images. Gradually, the ability to feel arousal through touch, imagination, or real-life situations decreases. This phenomenon, known as desensitization, can directly affect both physical and emotional response. What once sparked interest no longer produces any effect, and the man becomes increasingly dependent on those external triggers. Furthermore, excessive use can cause fatigue, a drop in daily performance, and even feelings of guilt, especially when the practice becomes compulsive. It's important to recognize the line between balanced use and excess. Intimate stimulation should be a source of well-being, not a repeated escape from reality. Maintaining balance is what ensures the benefits without harming physical and emotional health. As age advances, the body undergoes natural changes that directly affect intimate response. One of these is related to the nervous system. Some conditions, such as diabetes or diseases that affect the nerves, reduce sensitivity and interfere with communication between the brain and the intimate area. When this happens, the stimulation that once produced a quick response starts to lose strength and speed. Another important factor is the continuous use of medications. Many older men need treatment for conditions such as high blood pressure, insomnia, chronic pain, or hormonal imbalances. Although necessary, some of these medications affect blood flow or interfere with the signals the body sends during arousal. The result is a gradual decrease in firmness, even when desire still exists. This combination, nerve changes and medication interference, means that intimate stimulation must be reinforced consistently. The more the body receives signs that this function is still important, the more it adapts to maintain it. Masturbation, in this scenario, works as a form of maintenance exercise, helping preserve sensitivity, control, and system function. Even in the face of these limitations, the body remains capable of responding, as long as it's encouraged with attention, consistency, and respect for its own pace. The body operates through stimulus and response. When a function is activated often, the body understands that it needs to keep it working well, but when activation becomes rare, the body reduces its energy investment in that area. Over time, this directly impacts response capacity. The lack of regular, intimate stimulation not only reduces circulation and sensitivity, but also disrupts the natural rhythm of that region. There is an important difference between occasional and regular stimulation. Isolated moments of arousal are not enough to maintain proper functioning of the tissues and muscles involved. What truly makes a difference is consistency. Just like any other muscle group in the body, the intimate muscles need regular use to stay strong. Studies with men who have undergone prostate surgery show that those who maintain at least a minimal routine of stimulation are better able to preserve the health of the region, even in adverse situations. A weekly frequency may already bring benefits, ensuring oxygenation and activating the body's natural response mechanisms. The key is repetition with balance. It's not about excess, it's about keeping the body alert and active, respecting its own rhythm. Keeping an active, intimate routine isn't just about physical benefits. For many men, especially those living alone, masturbation also plays an emotional role. It's a moment of reconnection with the body, a time to notice inner signals, and to rebuild self-esteem. Rather than being seen as something secondary, this practice can act as a signal that the man is still taking care of himself, even without a partner. As the years pass, it's common for some men to go through periods of grief, separation, or simply choose not to enter new relationships. In these situations, respectful and balanced intimate stimulation helps keep a sense of autonomy alive. It's like saying to the body, "I'm still here, and I still care about my well-being." This care also reflects in the mind. When a man allows himself to stay connected to his own desire, he reduces feelings of abandonment and regains personal confidence. And that has positive effects in other areas of life, such as mood, motivation, and even relationships with friends and family. Self-care is more than taking medicine or going to the doctor. It's also about not ignoring what the body feels, even when it seems too simple to be taken seriously. With everything we've covered so far, it's clear that regular intimate stimulation goes far beyond pleasure. It's an active form of care for the body, the mind, and male dignity. Ignoring this need can accelerate the weakening of functions that can still be preserved through simple, conscious, and respectful habits. Masturbation, when practiced in moderation, is one of these habits. It helps maintain circulation, protects the nerves, supports hormone function, and most importantly, reinforces the connection between a man and his own vitality. Now tell me in the comments, have you noticed your intimate response changing over time? Have you felt any difference in firmness or your body's reaction time? If this content helped you in any way, click the like button. Your like shows YouTube that this kind of information matters and helps it reach other men, who also deserve this care. And if you want to keep learning how to protect and improve your intimate health with practical, serious, and stigma-free tips, I invite you to explore the other videos here on the channel. Take a moment to subscribe too. That way you won't miss any updates. See you in the next video. Take care until then.